every single time and goes to the bathroom in the exact same spot that he always goes. So when he does, the reason that he comes all the way down the tree is the sloth-moth symbiotic relationship. So in the wild, sloths have to have moths and moths have to have sloths. So there is a type of sloth in the world called a sloth moth that eats nothing in the world. I mean, the sloth moth lives nowhere in the world except in the fur and in the waste pile of a sloth. So it's a symbiotic relationship, meaning beneficial to both sides of the equation. So that means that the benefit to the sloth is that benefit to the moth is that the sloth is the food source and the living environment of the moth. The moth will not leave the sloth during its life except to drink water pooled up in a nearby leaf. There he goes rotating. Well, not really. It's not really doing it today. Now when you're taking your pictures, you're welcome to stand approximately this close to the sloth so you can take your better pictures. He's not going to bite you.
Do I do the whole thing?
Yeah, he eats the whole thing at once.
Really? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Do you need help?
No, don't stick your finger in his mouth. He's got it.
He's working on it. But they only get boiled eggs on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
I bet he's liking that.
Alright, it's his favorite thing. His two favorite things are boiled eggs and bananas. But he gets 2 boiled eggs a week and he gets 3 servings of fruit a week. You have to be really, really, really careful with a sloth's diet or you can screw him right up.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah. In the wild, they eat just about nothing but leaves. And, you know, if they come across fruit, they'll eat it. If they come across veggies, they'll eat them. But there's not so many veggies. It's more legumes that might be up in the tree. So, this guy eats 7 ounces of veggies in the morning. He eats a pound of leaves throughout the day. And he eats 2 hard-boiled eggs a week and 3 servings of fruit a week. And then he eats these biscuits right here that are good for his teeth. And there's a little bit of some trace minerals in these. He eats these with his leaves free choice through the day. And these things taste exactly like Life cereal. If you eat Life cereal dry, they taste exactly like this.
Are those the little, like wafer looking ones?
No, Life cereal is like, he likes it. Hey, Mikey. You guys might not be old enough. Do they still have that commercial? I don't watch TV.
No, they don't have.
Oh, really?
No.
Man, Life cereal is the best cereal there is.
It is, but the commercial's
Life's been cinnamon life. Say what?
It's been gone for like 30 years.
Yeah, well, they went through the they went through the Mikey's dead thing. And then I think it might have been a Super Bowl ad that Mikey was actually alive one time. But
He's
anyhow,
full. That egg filled him up.
he's just. So the egg gets in his teeth and he's up there just
Like
getting every little piece of the egg.
He didn't want that cake
Like
a
that
while ago,
cake.
but he did the granny bean.
That you talk about.
I'll bring him right down. I'll get nose to nose with him.
Oh,
What kind of cake do you like the best?
It's whatever she got from.
I got lemon loaf from Starbucks and he's like, that stuff, just stick it to the top of my mouth.
Peanut butter.
My favorite cake in the world up in Williamsburg, Virginia, there's a place called the Trellis Restaurant, and they have a cake called Death by Chocolate. And a slice of that cake is like this big and that tall, and it's like layers of every kind of chocolate in the world. And I don't know anybody that can eat a whole piece of that, but I can come close. But I absolutely love chocolate, and Death by Chocolate is it. I don't so much like milk chocolate, but all the other kinds I do. He's just noshing on his biscuit. You hear him?
Yeah, he wanted it in his corner. What's his name?
Flash. Flash, 100-yard dash.
I didn't realize they had teeth like that.
Oh yeah, if you were an evolution person and you dug up a skeleton of a sloth and hadn't seen one before, you would absolutely come up with an apex predator notion. Because he's got great big teeth like this, and he's got claws that are, you know, like that big, and he's got arms as long as his whole body. So you surely would come up with a drawing of something like a howler monkey that's just gonna fly all around the woods and eat everything in sight and kill it all. You wouldn't come up with a notion of a slow, peaceful animal that's gonna spend its whole life hiding until eventually it's caught by a predator and dies. But
he's is way cuter than a monkey.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of monkeys. My wife is all about wanting to get monkeys, and I'm like, you know, diapers for the rest of our life.
One of those little
Thinking
ones in the
that,
house.
Oh no, something for guests to interact with.
What made y'all get into this? What was your first?
It was, so we first, I started doing this because we had the cabin down by the river. Nobody lived in it, and my daughter said, "Dad, you should put it on Airbnb." And I'm like, "Here, what?" She says, "B&B." I'm like, "So I'm not cooking anybody breakfast." I mean, no. And so she explained to me the way that worked, and so we started just with the cabin that we already had that's down there by the water.
Yes, sir.
And because 500,000 people a year come here to whitewater raft, the summers are just insanely busy. And so then we decided we should get more lodging units, and that's how the wagons came to be down there. Those wagons
Yes, sir.
are great for 2 or 4. They all have a king size bed and a set of bunks. They're fully heated and cooled, and they're really, really nice. I'm the princess in the P. If it's below Hampton Inn, I can't sleep there. I'll be crippled. And so that was where we got the wagons from. And then the animals, you know, people are just like, "Hey, can I ride your horse?" Whatever, go ahead. And then the animals just kind of proliferated. And then my wife went to a drive-through safari in Oklahoma and was in love with the camels.
Yeah.
And after we got the camels, it was just game on. And sloths are super cute, and I'm very interested in sloth conservation. And so they're actually sweet potatoes, and he loves them. But he's still like working on his biscuit a little
I
bit.
gave him a lot of stuff there for back to back.
But there are not so many places out there that do really ethical sloth encounters. So most places that do sloth encounters, it's all about the money. And if you look at their booking calendars, you know, like book it all day, every 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And each sloth only sees 2 encounters a day. That's it. And all of our sloths are multiple generations captive bred. And we're careful to say at some point during our life, please don't go out and buy a sloth. If you see a sloth that's for sale online for $8,000 or $10,000, that is an animal that was caught out of the rainforest and, you know, stolen out of the rainforest. And it is as smart as taking a feral cat out of the woods and trying to have it live in your living room. Don't feed him off the floor. It is going to be ugly. He had his throat there anywhere. And but these are pet animals that are, I think all of them are at least 6 generations from wild.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, but they're multi-generation captive bred. And so they like people, they like what they do, and they're super into it. So I didn't get to very many sloth facts today, but anyway, I think we're having a good time.
I tend to have
Regardless.
that effect.
But so his vision is, I said earlier, his vision is terrible. The reason for that, he has a structure of his eyes called rod monochromacy, which means he has all rod cells, no cone cells.
Oh,
So he sees only in black and white. Beyond seeing only black and white, his vision is just straight up awful. So he can't see the difference between me and either one of you. He's seeing only shapes and shadows, even in this level of light. At night, his vision is a little better, but it's still terrible. So he's working primarily off his sense of smell and his sense of hearing. So my monotone voice may not be great for a camera, but the sloths like it pretty well. And he knows what I sound like, he knows what I smell like. So I probably smell like the same cologne I always wear and the same coffee I always drink. So the sloth knows me. And I have spent at least an hour pretty much every day in the last 3.5 years one-on-one with this sloth. So I am his person. But yet, he's never been held because he came from a static display, so he's not accustomed to being held. He'll come all the way down and he'll rub his hands all in my hair and lay his face against my face and snuggle up with me like that. But he's never made any move to move onto my body. So that means he's not comfortable with it, and if it's not the way he wants to be, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We have other sloths to hold. And
This is where he stays then?
no, this is where he does encounters. That's where he stays.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, getting ready to go back up to take a nap. If you guys want to see the way he goes up, we could do that.
Absolutely.
You guys want to see the way he goes back in his room, or you want him to stay down here a little more first?
Oh, yeah,
It doesn't make any difference. He's happy to hang out down here, but when I open his door, he usually goes back up.
I'd like to see him take a nap. That's cute.
Alright.
Going up and taking a nap.
You're welcome to walk in there and see the way that he goes up. So some of our online audience gets the impression that he lives here in this kitchen, which is absolutely not true. He goes all the way up to the top of his environment. His thing is 20-some feet tall. I mean, that's what it- Okay. Oh, we have such little numbers today.
That's alright.
It's weird.
Everybody's getting ready for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's stand right over here, guys.
I think our guy here won Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Did the smart choice.
Did anyone say, oh my God, who's that crazy lady crying?
Well, we just got sponsored by Kleenex, thanks to you, so.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Hey guys, we're gonna be going live again when we go check out Zoe. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna step outside just for a second so you can see the
Hey, did you
kangaroos.
text me? I'm not sure where we were at.
Look at these guys. So you can come here and bottle feed these guys. This is Ben and Jerry, Tom and Jerry. If I can mess up the names 3 more times, I think.
Now I'm stuck calling him Ben.
So it's Tom and Jerry because they chase each other around, and you can come here and bottle feed them. So it's pretty awesome to be able to do. This is Ed. He is one of our dromedary camels. It sounds like Fallon's getting ready to let him out. This is Abu. Abu is a sweetheart. He loves to be with us when we're out there collecting eggs, and he's just a gentle fellow. Over here you have Llama Del Rey, Tyler, like dude looks like a lady, and one of the Sulcata tortoises. Guys, there is a ton of stuff to do here. We have horse ride too. Fallon has been leading those, so come book a horse ride. Fallon wants to go ride horses.
Do a whole property tour on horseback.
Do the whole property tour. She wants to go ride around on the horses. Please come ride around on the horses with Fallon. Look at that. And we have a zebra outside too. How cool is that, guys? And they're getting ready to let the camels outside.
So yeah, if you want to go open the gate and all.
And I didn't put a jacket on, and it's nice and chilly. So we got Marty and Marley out there. And look at this, guys. Ed is massive. Look how big he is. 1,750 pounds. Probably the biggest camel in North America. Definitely the biggest camel in the Gulf of America.
That's right. Gulf of America. America.
There they go, guys. Oh, Abu didn't give me kisses for Valentine's Day. I'll go out there and get some. I'll wait until he warms up.
Abu was so excited to come in last night. He was pacing back and forth at the gate. And as soon as I let him through the gate, he ran up here and he does his goofy leg.
They were happy. I think that's what Fallon's trying to say. They were happy and didn't have dance classes. All right, let's go in here, guys. Guys, a lot of people like to see kind of the area where Flash hangs out. So this is Flash's enclosure. We're located in Benton, Tennessee. And this is Flash's enclosure. Hey, out of my head, we're located in Benton, Tennessee. This is our new mural. We're really excited about that. I think we still gotta, that's unfortunate. Why, are you in Canada? I would guess so from that cool flag that you have. We're at in Canada. I love some Whistler.
Canada, eh?
Hey, you got some poutine? I don't know if I did the correct accent, but I just tried. So here's some of our macaws. This is Tiki and Skittles. One is a scarlet macaw and the other one is a Catalina macaw. Oh, you're only an hour away. Well, you should come visit. There's a ton to do here. We're getting ready to check out baby Zoe, but I'm just trying to make sure everybody's ready. Your birthday's in April. You should definitely come. And this is Shogun over here. He's making a lot of racket. This is Fallon's personal bird. Hey, Jose. I think the bear has skedaddled. I really think that it was more of raccoons and possums than it was a bear. I don't think the bear is bedding down with the Reyes. All right, let's get ready to go in here and see Zoe. Oh, looks like we're hanging out here with Tom and Jerry. So if you guys have ever wanted to come out, hang out with baby kangaroos, you can do that here. We have 8 kangaroos now. They are all red kangaroos. We have Tom and Jerry, Rosie and Josie, Damani and Alora, and Rough and Tough. And I'm pretty sure we have some babies already outside in some pouches.
Yay!
Which will be awesome.
I was doing an encounter the other day, and I saw, I don't know which kangaroo it was, but one of the females, she opened up her pouch, and she actually put her face down in the pouch.
Oh, yeah?
And was licking the baby.
Yes.
I didn't see the baby, but she put her face down in there. I was like, that's so cool.
We were gonna get video yesterday, but it was so rainy and gross. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you hang out here. I'm gonna see where we're going next, because I thought we were ready to move.
Just close the door behind you because we don't want them eating cake. So, and there's eggs over here. And then the llamas could use their thing cleaned out too.
And then, what do you want me to do? Cause I think we're gonna need more shavings.
For here?
Yeah.
Well, it should, because we just added that bag yesterday. So if you just spot clean,
Yeah.
you know, just leave it be and then a little bit of food, it'll be fine. We don't need more shaving.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
You're terrified of horses. Nicole, you don't have to be terrified. Fallon will take good care of you.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us that. Those are their kids too.
Kevin?
Hey, ready?
Yep, ready.
I think the other person is still in there.
Yeah, I'll go swap them out.
All right.
going home with us.
Ring her out.
Hey, will you show them my tag?
Yes.
And they're all next to the cozy?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Alright. And they want a sweatshirt that I haven't opened the closet up.
I'm not the only one that.
I'm not.
No, no,
Oh my gosh.
no.
Like a girl.
We already.
I'm gonna slide behind you here, sir.
She was like, I didn't do that much.
I
but it's
said,
okay.
I
You
the
better
whole
not
way
try
here,
it.
I was
I'll
like,
go.
I just don't want to open the cry. As long as I don't open the cry.
I said, I'm gonna be
Are you
chill.
glad you added on the second person?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
good, that's good. Alright.
I said if you had like
Come on in, y'all.
drag car, I could take that drag.
Oh, yeah.
I might go carry out.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
My wife has a Model X plaid, and that's the dragster right
Oh,
here.
there you go.
It'll tear you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in.
Thank you.
Alright, so the blue chair is the holding chair, and the black chair is not. And look at some stupid idiot left the Snuggie in the house. Possibly me. Let me grab a towel for a Snuggie. We use this. She has a stuffed animal she transfers on, and but she slept in the house last night, and I forgot to bring this Snuggie back. Alright, so let me tell you a couple things. You support her underneath like this so she doesn't hang on so hard around your neck. If you let go, she's not going to fall, but she'll hold on harder. And she likes to be petted at the speed of a sloth, like this, just like that. She doesn't want to be scratched, she doesn't want to be rubbed. She wants to be petted at the speed of a sloth. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Been waiting my whole life.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. What's her name?
Her name is Zoe. So Zoe is, let's stand back. Zoe is 14 months old, and Zoe is also a two-toed Linnaeus sloth. All of them here are. And Zoe, the difference between Zoe and Flash is that Zoe was raised to be held by people. So the guy that we get these sloths from, what is she doing?
I don't know.
Hey, Zoe. You need a snack, sweetheart?
Does she either not like me or I smell really good?
Bro, you smell good.
Yeah, if you have anything that's scented or anything, she's like, oh, is this food? So we have to give her a loop.
I saw that it said not to put anything on, so I didn't.
Sometimes even like whatever you put in the dryer or whatever to make
Yeah.
things smell good, I think that she keys in on that.
There you go.
No. You don't want it?
Oh, she's thinking about it.
Cute.
So Zoe is 14 months old. Her birthday is December 16th, so that is when she began to transition down here to her big girl room. And when it gets a little warmer, we'll finish her outside area. So Zoe was raised by a guy who raises sloths specifically to be ambassador animals. So they're friendly for all their life, able to be snuggled and held and such as that. He has this genius system of raising them that, oh, she fixed that. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
does it
nice.
bounce on you?
No, it doesn't bounce.
I can't catch you again.
Yeah, well, I might fall over it anyway. So, his sloths are many generations of captive bred, and his mother animals are all clicker trained. So click, 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 I'm gonna take the baby, but it will be right back. So it doesn't stress the mothers, and therefore it doesn't stress the babies. So the babies are being held from day 14 of their life, every single day. So it's just click, click, click. Mom doesn't mind letting you take the baby. And it starts out 30 seconds, then 45 seconds, then a minute, so on and so forth. Until by the time the mother has weaned her baby, thought that had a spot on it, but it's just a reflection off the silver dish. By the time the mother has weaned the babies are being held for 30, 45 minutes at a time, multiple times a day. And the benefit in that is that the sloth, because it always goes back to its mother, it gets all the social and nutritional benefit of being a mother-raised animal, and at the same time, it gets all the social benefit of being a people-raised animal. So they come here 100% oriented to people, want to see people, want people to hold them, want to snuggle people from birth forward. And so it really is just a genius system that he's got. And these are the friendliest sloths you will ever run across because of the way that they're raised. And when they come here, they're usually around 4 months when their mother weans them. That's when they come. And they spend every day of their life in my house until they're a year old. And the downside of being my wife is she does the business of the business, so she's always on the phone and on the computer and such as that. The upside is she's got a sloth hanging around her neck for 8 hours a day, give or take.
That's gotta be the best job ever.
And yeah, taking the good with the bad. But so the sloths their comfort zone is to be laying on your chest, hanging around your neck, and they just love people.
How big is a baby sloth, like when it's born?
I've never seen one at birth. Both she and the little baby we currently have came here at about 4 to 5 months, and they weigh about 1 pound and 4 or 5 ounces,
Wow.
something like that.
They're little.
The little guy, Dash, who you probably have seen online, Dash currently weighs 1 pound, 1.7 pounds, so that's, what is that, 11 ounces, 1 pound, 11 ounces? And he's tiny, tiny. She weighed about 14 pounds yesterday, she weighs about 11 pounds today, because last night was go to the bathroom night.
Wow. She's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't believe they just take to anybody like this.
Most sloths do not. This is a very, very unique sloth.
I mean, what a life.
She messing with your zipper.
She was.
She likes to check out textures.
Uh-huh. Here, you wanna eat something like that? Wait, sorry. Sorry.
So her dietary choices are expanding right now.
Oh my gosh,
She's-
she's so cute. She's looking nice.
She's been on her baby food all up until now, so she's just starting to get veggies like Splash gets. We might give her a couple pieces here in a minute. She's been eating leaves for a long time, but she's just starting to get some of the veggies.
What do they eat when they're young like this in the jungle?
Their energy budget is so low that their mother can only make milk for about 3 to 6 weeks, and that's it. So they start actually eating solid food on day 4 of their life, 3 or 4. And the vast majority of what they eat is leaves.
What's the lifespan of a sloth?
They say that in the wild they think they live about 20 years. If you take a sloth out of the rainforest and make it your prisoner, it's likely to only live a couple of months. If you have a sloth like this that was captive bred for many generations, they live around 50 years.
I'm kidding.
It's a matter of stress. The ones that you take out of the rainforest are just, it's like taking any other wild animal out of the rainforest and trying to have it for a pet.
Yeah.
They just don't know what the heck it's about. Just trying to see what the tissues are here.
There's some curious little critters.
They are.
I love Zoe. Do you want to hold her?
No, you can hold it.
So she is almost her full adult mass. But you can tell the difference between her and her actual adult. See how tiny her claws are and how big Flash's claws were. And see how tiny her teeth are and how big Flash's teeth are. Look at her teeth. They're not nearly the size of Flash's
I was
teeth.
looking at them.
And her claws are just that small. So her body mass is almost her full adult size, but she's not nearly mature. Her birthday is December the 16th.
I read that It's really hard to tell the difference between a male and a female.
It is.
I think I read that on y'all's website.
Yeah.
Maybe not actually.
Sloths don't like you to mess with their belly side, so see a boy or girl, you gotta be digging in their fur on the belly side, and they're not keen on
What do they do when they get angry?
it. Like
Yeah.
swipe at you with their hand or go.
I was wondering if they do something with their teeth.
This one's name was, I was all for naming this one Oof instead of Zoe, because when you go to put her down, she goes oof, oof, which means no, keep holding me.
Will you take one from down here so that my forehead don't look big?
I didn't know if they made sounds
She goes oof,
besides that.
and Dash,
So cute.
which is the baby goes and both of them, what that means is pick me up, pick me up, pick me up.
Oh. She's so cute. I could just tell.
Alright, so say zo, and she put her nose to your nose and be ready with the camera.
So.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
So. She's like, I'm checking this out. Hang on.
She loves when people have a different texture on their clothes, and she probably has not seen a jacket like that before. Is that like a Gore-Tex or something?
I don't know. I got it for $12 from my friend's boutique.
Nice. I need to go to your friend's boutique.
Are you nibbling on it? Yeah, she's just like feeling it.
She's checking it out. Somebody had a puffy coat. First time she saw a puffy coat, all she could do was like keep sticking her nose in the puffy coat, and she's like, "What in the world?"
Okay, you ready? So. You're cute.
Not the belly side. She hates it. Just let her snuggle back in. Just like put your other hand out of the way and let her snuggle back in.
This one?
Yeah.
I think I taste good.
Yeah.
I did self-tan. I bet I smell
probably what
like
it is.
coconuts.
Yeah.
As you can tell, my hands are orange.
That's what it is. It's coconut.
Yeah. I'm edible. Oh my gosh. Mac, I feel like such a sloth hog. Do you want it?
No, you're fine. I did this for you more so than me.
Oh no. I'm not gonna cry. I think I figured out what it was.
What was it?
A self-tan.
Oh.
Smell like coconuts.
Yeah. That's the reason I stopped self-tanning. Lost, kept slicking me, you know.
Sloths would leave you alone.
Yeah.
Is everyone here kind of family?
We are all Christians. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, we're not really.
That's great.
Right.
We are all Christians, but
Brothers and sisters in Christ.
that's it. We actually, if you watch us online, you'll hear me regularly say the goals of this business is number one, glorify Jesus Christ in all we do and say. Number two, make a quiet place for people to make memories with their own family and friends. That's why we do not have public admission. If you're here with your people, not with a bunch of strangers.
I love that.
And number three, to provide exceptional care for all of our animals that we actually do love, every one of them, or they wouldn't be here.
But no, we're not blood related. But sometimes we joke if he's either like an older brother or a grandpa when he can't figure out technology, but it's back and forth.
Oh
So-
yeah, I call him a grandpa.
He's the social media guy. I'm finally to where I can push the live button on TikTok, but don't hope for a good description or a good picture in the cover. Ain't happening.
I have an 8-year-old daughter, and that's another huge reason that I work here is be able to be with all the animals and stuff.
Oh, does she get to come here?
She does. John is very gracious with that, and she actually likes to talk about them. So sometimes she holds like the smaller ones, like the armadillos and stuff, and she likes to talk about them.
Aw,
She doesn't have a problem talking.
she
That's a common theme.
What?
We're all talkers.
Oh, me too. That's what I was saying. I tend to
Except
have
for
that
Mac,
effect.
right?
I am, I mean,
Mac's got the strong silent type going down.
just
He
letting
is
y'all know how
actually.
about it.
I told him that whenever we first met, but he actually does talk a lot. I just talk more. So he listens most of the
Yeah.
time. I never shut up. Oh my god. I can't believe they just give hugs. Like, this is the best thing ever. These, oh my god. I was scared that I would meet them and I'd be like, wait, they weren't very sweet.
They're really sweet.
This makes it worse. Why does my favorite animal have to be one I can't see all the time?
Where you guys from?
Alabama.
Oh, it's not too far.
He's from Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm from central Mississippi.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a haul. We go down to Alabama to do a little bit of rock climbing down near Sand Rock.
There you go.
Are they leaving hate comments on there?
No, you haven't had any. They said something was in your teeth earlier, but I think you got it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was actually going to say I felt something in there
No.
earlier. Do you want to hold her? You should hold her. This is the only time you can ever hold a sloth. Well, until we come back.
You did get a Roll Tide comment since Alabama.
War Eagle.
Uh
There you
oh,
go.
they gotta correct y'all, so it's War Eagle.
Graduated from Auburn.
My last intern was trying to get into vet school, and her dad is a vet from Auburn, and her grandfather's a vet from Auburn, and she couldn't get in
Oh, don't
No
tell me
kidding.
that, because I haven't applied yet, but that's what I
to
studied.
vet school. And if you want to get into vet school, you have to intern at a place similar to this. So she applied to multiple vet schools and was denied by all of them. She interned here for a summer, and then she could put on her application that she had experience with 40-some breeds of animals, and she was accepted to 13 out of 13 her second time around. And she went to the one in St. Thomas, and they specifically told her on her interview, like her on-the-phone interview, that the reason she was accepted was experience with a wider variety of animals than anybody that had applied in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have experience with a few now.
Yeah, everybody has experience with dogs, cats, and horses.
I work at a vet clinic now, but
Oh, well, that would help.
I was gonna apply in the next couple of years. Sometime.
Well, and she didn't go to Auburn for her undergrad, so that might help you too.
Oh yeah, that definitely helps, but. Oh my goodness. She's so cute.
I have a daughter that's in med school right now, and she did one of her undergrad degrees at University of Oklahoma, and that was where she applied to. And she was a nurse at their hospital while she was in school. So they, take them by waves when they go through the class. The ones that they really, really want, they pick out right when the application goes through. So I don't remember what the months are, but it might be like November through February, something like that they're picking people. And she found out like November 1st, and other people were waiting until February.
Can I see a picture too?
You can take that picture, there's a new profile picture.
Oh, I'm sure a bunch of these will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might just rotate them out. She's so cute.
And of course, you gotta put the guy that brought you here on the other.
Oh yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
leave
you need
Mac
to
out.
come. You need to come get in it so that I can make y'all both on profile picture. You gotta hold her.
How many different animals do y'all have here?
We have over 125 animals. So like kangaroos, obviously sloths, camels, iguanas, llamas, Scottish Highland cows, zebra, donkeys, horses, goats. So a lot of animals, yeah. Quadamundis, which are kind of like a Central American raccoon. They have the long tail. So a lot of times people come and they do just the sloth thing, and we're like, take the farm tour. It's like $20 or something, right? but then you get to see all the other animals, and a lot of times people add on the kangaroo bottle feeding. Like, it's super fun to feed the tiny baby kangaroos. Once they get older, they're kind of like bounce around a lot more, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do they put their hands up on you whenever you're doing
Yeah.
it? Don't they sleep like a lot?
The sloths, yeah, like 15 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah, to be a sloth. They don't even know what a 9 to 5 is.
No.
Like, that's so cool.
That's their 9 to 5 right
I
there.
know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all have like made a 9 to 5 job, but they don't even know what it is. They're so cute.
And I think they're a lot more active than people think. Like, once they hug on you or they're going to get food, like, they move a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially whenever they want to take a bite out of you. I would say just after home with it. Okay,
What?
I'm being a hog.
We're actually trying to figure out, Michelle was talking to me about this, my girlfriend's a therapist, and there's a certification you can get and use sloths as therapy, and she's like, make sure you get a real answer from John. I was like, John's fine with it.
Yeah.
This has got to be the best therapy.
Yeah.
So with most of our animals, we find that animals mirror people. So if you get a nervous, excited person on a horse, the horse is going to be nervous and excited. With sloths, we find that people mirror sloths. So when you hold the sloth, just a sense of calm seems to just come over people.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's not something you really can describe to the online audience, it's just something you have to do.
It's like holding a
But-
baby.
But these sloths, again, for anybody that's joined online recently, don't go buy yourself a sloth. These are multiple generations captive bred. If you are buying a sloth online, you are buying an animal that was kidnapped from the rainforest, and it is not going to go like this.
So can I just buy one from you?
I don't sell sloths. And the guy that sells our sloths, the baby sloths to us, he is not going. Oh yeah, yeah, they have ears.
God, that's so cute.
He doesn't sell sloths to the general public. We have all the licenses a zoo has here.
She's gotten a lot more desensitized about her ears because we like run our hands over so much.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, she definitely was like, don't touch that, don't
I
touch
can
that.
imagine a lot of them wouldn't like it.
Well, that's their big sense that they use between that and smell, because, you know, they can't really see well with their eyes.
That's a cute ear. That's a really cute ear. You shouldn't cover that up so much, Zoe.
She needs like a buzz cut, high and tight, so she can show off her ears.
A mullet.
A mullet.
Short on sides.
Yes, but you got my personal cell somehow.
And if you want more adventuresome things to do while people are hanging out with the animals, there's like rafting right here where they have the 96 Olympics. And then you can take like kayaking trips. And then just north of us by like 10 miles is a glider port.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a glider that gets pulled up by a plane, and then you can soar like all around. And then the other pretty cool thing is at the Hiwassee River Gorge, they have like an old train, and it goes up the gorge all the way up into Blue Ridge. And versus like having to go up a big hill, the engineers like back in the day, they solved it by it spinning around a mountain, right?
Yeah.
And so you can look down and see the caboose like 200 feet below you coming up this mountain. It's really cool.
We went to, we used to whitewater raft on, shoot, I don't think the name of it. It's over in Dillard, Georgia.
Uh-huh. Chattooga.
Chattooga River,
Mhm.
yeah. We used to whitewater raft it a good bit.
Yeah, that's a super good one. The Chattooga, you know, it's like there's no road beside you, and it's just
Yeah,
wilderness. Yeah. So the Ocoee, the road is beside you, but just for ease of bringing beginners and stuff,
Yeah,
you can be on and off the water in no time.
yeah.
So it's pretty cool. And the Olympic section has a lot of quick hits, like right after each other, because they built it for the Olympics. So you know, like on section 4, it'll be like you'll ride for an hour, then all of a sudden you have a rapid. The Ocoee's a lot different. It's like boom, 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 because they made it quick.
Yeah.
So you're from Mississippi, so you know about land yap, right?
Land, yeah.
Oh, I guess that's only Louisiana. Haven't heard of land yap?
The LAGNIPP.
Yeah,
Network?
yeah, that's the one.
Thought it was Lagnape.
No, it's land yap.
What is that?
It's give somebody more than they expected. So I don't have an event after this, so y'all are gonna get more than you expected.
Awesome.
I already have.
I go to South Louisiana. I do more hunting than I do encounters with animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we go down to South Louisiana every year. We do the alligator fishing, just like you see on TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We put out 60 lines, usually catch 120 to 150 gators a year.
And what's the biggest one you caught?
13 foot 4 inches.
Wow, that's big. We went on a vacation one time to Lake Marion and Lake Moultrie in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And they had just built a new resort there, and they were advertising it as a water sports resort.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I
they're
took
just
my
saying
boat
that
with
they
me.
wanna
I
hold
told
one
my
so
5-year-old
amazing.
he was gonna be
They
on
wonder
the
if you're
water
gonna
at
see
7
baby
a.m.
Dash.
And
They said you
so we
look
put
really
the boat in
happy.
the night before, and my
And
only
that your
concern was
boyfriend
there were
did a
so
really good
many
job.
logs everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did a
I found
great
out the next
job.
day they were all alligators.
Oh, really?
And fortunately, he got injured the night before. He was
I used
healed
to do
after
a lot
that,
of
but he
TikTok.
burned his hand to where
I
it
still
was
kinda do it
destroyed. Like they were
every
thinking
time.
about
Yeah.
amputating
I don't
it.
really.
And a week
do
later,
it
it was
for
completely
jogging.
normal. You know, the Lord still
It's a
heals
lot.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
I have
so
to
the
constantly
next day,
put
instead
stuff
of water
up.
skiing, we're like at the
Answering
McDonald's
emails
there,
is
and there's
the
pictures of
worst.
alligators everywhere. And I'm like,
I
what?
can't do
Why are there? And so
I'm
they're like,
100
oh yeah,
miles and
we just
I've
had a
got
season.
emails.
We wanted
Yeah.
to thin 1,000 out of the lake, but only 300 people took a tag. But they said the biggest one that was weighed in this year was 13 feet 1 inch and weighed a little over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
a
I
big
went
gator.
back down and I'm like, oh, all those logs are not logs, those are all gators.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my little baby boy would have been snack size out there.
Well, they usually don't fool with you too bad. I say that graciously. You go to Louisiana and you can walk across them, so I don't know. I'm never going to swim in that water. But
Well, the next day when I Googled alligator, Lake Marion, Lake Moultrie, or the first picture that came up was warning graphic. It was an alligator swimming with the guy's hand sticking out of this side and his torn off shoulder socket sticking out of that side. The guy had been in the park half a mile from where our frisbee landed in the water. He reached down and grabbed it and swap.
no joke.
Boom.
Nice.
So,
Oh my goodness gracious. The world record alligator was killed by a kid in the class.
Really? What was that?
There was only 14 other people in there, so. Camp in Alabama.
Oh, what was the record?
It was 15'9" and 1,055 pounds.
Wow, that's a big gator.
It's
remember-
mounted at the,
I used to like to see swamp people.
Oh, yeah.
And remember that episode where Willie, his gun misfires and he just jumps, pulls his alligator out, I mean his knife out in one smooth motion, jumps and lands straight into this alligator skull. And the next day, the comments were like, Superman's out shopping for him some Willie pajamas.
that's funny.
I threw one. I mean, you can't really tell what you're gonna catch. You might catch a big one, you might catch a small one. You never know.
Yeah.
We're running through, and you just shoot them with 22. I mean, there ain't really much to it. Well, we pulled them up, and my buddy turned around and shot. And I went to grab it, throw it in the boat. We tie a knot about this high up from the hook, so it's just one big loop. That way you're not having to cut the line every time and constantly making your line shorter. You just
Yeah.
tie the knot, pull the rope out. Well, that's what I was doing. I was fighting, he'd shoot, I'd pull it up, throw it in the boat, grab the tag, put the tag in it, and we'd go to the next one. I pulled him up, he shot, I grabbed it, pulled it up, got the hook out, threw it in the boat, turned around, I was like, hey man, give me the tag. He was reloading the gun, I didn't pay no attention to it. We've already got 20 in the boat. I'm turning around, like, hey man, hand me the tag. He's like, dude, I ain't shot that one yet. I said, I missed. I was like, no, you didn't. I was like, I was sitting there holding it. He's like, no, I swear, I hit him in the top of the head. It didn't go where in the soft spot. And so I turned around and looked, this thing's standing up on all fours in the back of the boat. And I was like, well, we're in the bind now.
He didn't want to shoot through the boat.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but he just walked right back there and shot it.
Yeah.
I was scared to go through and put a hole in the boat, but it didn't even go through his mind.
So do
That'd be
you
a
just
bad
shoot
day.
them right behind the skull where it starts to go?
Yeah, so right pretty much like right where your
Yeah.
vertebra starts, that's where
Uh-huh.
you shoot them, or you shoot them in the eye.
Oh, okay.
One or the other. I mean, you can shoot them in the head, and there it's legal to shoot them with a high caliber rifle.
Yeah.
So if you're running the channels and you see a really nice one on the side of the channel, you can shoot them with a 270 or something. But I mean, you blow their head up pretty bad when you do that. Then you got to go find them. They sink like a rock after you shoot them.
Yeah. We paddled the Altamaha all the way out to Sea Island, like 120 miles in 2 days. And there were so many alligators. And we'd go down these narrow channels and big old sea kayaks. And so the channels are only like 6 feet wide, but we're in like 16-foot sea kayaks. So you have to get out and stand in the water while you turn your boat around. And I was like, this is how I die, getting eaten by an alligator, standing here turning a sea kayak around.
Do they shed?
Like you do, just a few hairs at a time.
Oh, I shed a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I have clumps. Clumps fell off, but
I tell you, my two
I didn't
sons
know
would think
these
they
were
died and
even
gone to
from-
heaven if they came down and went alligator hunting sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
oh, well, maybe we could just exchange a few.
That's what you have to do. Trade me a weekend stay in some sloth encounters, and my two sons that are around the house come down there and go gator hunting. They think it was a lifetime experience. Probably send Kevin along to film.
Yeah, there we go. We'll make some lives off of that.
We can do that. Do that and then do a hand grabbing.
What's that?
They don't want to lose their fingers to a snapping turtle.
Hillbilly
Oh, it's
hair
all.
Oh, just where you go up and grab them?
Yeah.
Like
But,
noodling?
No, it's not a snapping turtle.
Is
They
it
stick
like
their hand in
noodling?
the
Yeah.
hole.
We'll go in and check them beforehand.
I do.
Make sure there's nothing in there before somebody that's not experienced.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'll get an underwater camera rig. We'll jump in the
Oh,
water.
yeah, I would absolutely trade some lodging and some sloth encounters, take my boys down there to go alligator hunting.
Yes, sir.
What's the season on that?
August, last weekend of September, so August 1st.
I'm gonna have to trade you my personal number and we'll work that out.
Yeah.
My,
Usually-
Stop.
my one son is,
She's grinning. She just is excited about getting more sloths. She doesn't care about the
Oh my,
alligators.
oh my God. I get
Well-
to wake up in the morning and go look at it.
oh no, we'll get you a genuinely special. I mean, not, this isn't special, but our biggest event here is Sloth Keeper of the Day. We spend 3 hours with the sloths, work something out on that for some alligator
Oh my
hunting.
God. Turning my phone off. Do not disturb. Sorry, guys. You said that she slept inside last night?
Oh, she's lived all her life in the house, so she's transitioning to down here. So on her birthday was the first time she stayed down here after her encounter, and she was just like in this room for an hour, and then build up time. And she's on about 5 days down here and 2 in the house right now.
You itchy?
Somebody was listening. They said, I want to go. I'll bring my truck and my grill.
Let's tell them what a day.
Don't forget the cooler.
Good night.
We'll tag out about 3-4 days.
Imagine how Farmer Vladik will feel to go alligator hunting.
I don't know if it's going to
He
go
might
really
walk on
well
water.
or he might stay in the boat.
Michael though is the one that likes to jump off of everything and into everything.
That
See-
was the big one.
Look at that. Send me that picture. I'm gonna tell my son you wanna go on this.
So you just use it, is it like a big
Do you
John
fit-
boat?
Yeah, it's,
P-row.
well, you don't want to do a kayak. You don't want to do a gator fishing in a P-row. You're going to be puckered up pretty bad on that one.
So I went on a swamp tour in Roll Bridge, Louisiana,
Yes.
with a man named Boudreaux in his P-row.
Yeah.
And I thought we were all gonna die, but it was good. So he brought this dog and a bunch of flea-bit little puppies with us, and as we're out there, and he's like, and he comes to log and he just jerks the motor up as you go over and slams it back in. I'm like, one of these times that dude's gonna miss when we're swimming. And I'm like, it's probably always got all these puppies to, throw them out if we gotta get the gators off of us.
Can you take a picture from right here? I bet she looks so cute from back there. I'm sorry, I've got trade spots. Do I need to put my leg down?
No, you good.
Wait, do I look bald?
Just hang out. Just smile.
You were super paranoid about the hair, huh? You have like bald mother or something?
No, I'm
No,
just
she was
scared.
serious.
I'm scared for the best day of my life to not have a good picture.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll be able to cut up a lot of this into some videos. You want me to get one more from over here, man?
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Aww. I'm so excited. Okay, after this, I'm gonna give her to you.
Once you
Or
sell,
what,
I'm gonna
he's
text you from my personal phone.
662-803-3326.
How can you actually fit an extra person in the boat?
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
We usually take,
There we go.
I try to rotate it out because I know it is more like a once in a lifetime ordeal for a lot of people. So I usually take number 2 people with me
Yeah.
or try to squeeze them in the boat.
Your turn.
But I should get done.
All right, guys, you're into OT, but it's all good. I am going to unload kangaroo food, but Kevin is gonna hang out with you.
Can we swap him to
Yeah,
I mean, her to him?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't wanna be so hot.
All right, I know what Joe's are saying. That night, Zoe.
No.
Come here, baby.
Nice,
Oh, good
Zoe.
girl. And then she hangs onto that and comes on across. Gotta sit in the blue chair. Got both phones in your back pocket. There you go.
I think it feels wiry.
Oh, I hope don't scratch.
Remember, slow like a sloth.
Ain't she cute as pie?
Yeah.
And the more you kind of like slouch and just relax, she'll relax. So if you just kind of almost act like you're falling asleep, she senses that and she'll kind of relax too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I know we're 2
Really
minutes
love to hear
over.
a lifetime experience.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully not once in a lifetime. Hopefully like every year.
Hey, he's got the lure for us now.
Yeah, Mac, if there's any reason I wasn't gonna keep you around, I'm keeping you around.
Oh, Lord.
Don't you just wanna like pack her up and take her with you?
You just gonna sit in the chair and hold a sloth all day long.
Oh my gosh, the best day ever.
Well, I guess it's good that you're gonna be a vet. You like animals.
Oh yeah.
What are you gonna do if somebody brings a sloth in? I'm gonna let.
They're
I'm
not.
gonna say, sorry, you're not allowed to have that. I'm gonna have
take that
to,
from you.
I'm gonna have to confiscate that.
People don't bring their sloth to the vet comes to the sloth.
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't travel well.
well, I always wanted to be a travel vet anyways. I'll give you my business card after I graduate.
Our vet in town here, not the one that comes here, but the guy, the dad of the girl that was my intern, his name is Bart Bain. He has New Hope Vet Center, and he has mobile trucks that go out to places and do whatever.
That's so
But
cool.
he even does mobile for dogs and cats and stuff, just because, you know, people are so busy these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, the fee is worth the convenience.
Oh yeah. A lot of older people, they can't like get their animals up in the
Well,
car.
not necessarily older, just busy people.
Yeah, we see a lot of older
So if you're
folks.
super into just cute animals in general, dig in that pile right there and see what's in it.
It's nothing that's gonna bite you. It's not an
It is in
alligator.
there, right?
It was.
Like sloth.
Wait, you had a picture?
No, it's not sloth crab.
Sally.
Dig in the deep part and see what's in there. I'll stay and put them away. Oh, looks like he's not there. I'll go find him.
He's not messing with you. There is supposed to be something there, but he's gonna go look and see if he crawled around.
No, Tatum might have put him in one of the cages in the other room.
Well,
Just to keep him from crawling up people's leg.
You look so cute.
Oh, Lord.
And I don't know which one of y'all I was talking to. Oh my gosh. This is the best day of my life.
What's the furthest you've had somebody travel over here
Australia?
to? No kid.
Oh yeah, we get like Germany, London.
They're
Like-
coming to the sloth.
So we don't look that psycho crazy.
Oh no, we've had people drive like 14 hours in the States, come hold the sloth and then leave.
Yeah, they.
I mean, I'm that dedicated too. But do they not like have those there?
Well, so a lot of times, like, if they say you get to see a sloth, it's like a huge enclosure, and then you're like, I think I see something kind of curled up there. It's like people that take them out to look at alligators. They're like, that's an alligator over there. It's a lot different than like being with the animal.
Sweet.
This guy is a 3-banded armadillo. So
Whoa.
that's his head and that's his tail. And these are the only kind that close up all the way shut like that.
Weird.
Put him like this, he springs out.
It's like a
So his name is
rolling ball.
Bakugan, like the old Bakugan toys. And he is not an American animal, he's a 3-banded armadillo from Brazil. You can sit there if you want to.
Can you
Usually
take
if you
that
dig in.
picture?
Yeah, sure.
The 4 of us?
Yeah.
Like, let me count. This is our first picture together.
No way.
I actually don't know if that's true, but we've only taken one.
You gotta
this
turn him
time.
so his head sticks out. Oh, I saw in the picture, I guess this is his back.
Are you peeing on me?
There you go.
You kind of sound like that. Have you heard the Macy girl that does all the hunting and she was on Instagram and stuff? She's got dark hair.
Macy Watkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound just like her and you kind of look like her too.
Oh, well, thank
Yeah.
you.
So I like her
I'll
channel.
probably see her today, tomorrow.
Are you serious?
We're going to NWTF.
Oh, okay. But it's funny because like I like her channel because it's like it's good content, but it's not just like let me wear the skippiest thing possible.
Yeah.
You know, it's like actual real content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NWTF.
The convention in Nashville.
National Wildlife Turkey Federation.
Oh, cool.
Macy Watkins is like an Instagram person and does like a lot of wholesome content and then actually just met like her husband online and like all this
Yeah.
cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's a cool story.
Yeah.
Our turkey here is a pet.
Yeah.
Pick him up and hold him and pet him.
I heard him gobbling earlier when we first pulled up.
Just don't shoot him.
No, I wasn't planning on it. He's got some spurs on him,
Yeah. He's 3 years old.
You're
Oh, yeah.
just an active little booger.
He is.
He's cute.
All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for coming out
Yes,
today.
sir.
And,
Thank
I'll
you
reach
so
out to you.
much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next time
I'm
you
gonna put this
come,
one
we'll
down.
get you going again. All right, see y'all later.
All
Thank you,
right.
ma'am.
Kevin, I gotta go unload
Hey, Sticky.
kangaroo food. I got a whole pallet coming.
Okay, we'll do that and then we'll wrap up here in just a minute.
Here's a little toes on the coat.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Can we do this? Can this be our love? Oh, let me get
He
him.
kind of looks like he's running around on high heels. That's what I always think. He just kind of scurries everywhere. So he'll get close to the size of like a soccer ball
Yeah.
and he'll be able to run 30 miles an hour and jump like 3 feet up in the air.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one?
Uh-huh. So I can imagine those little claws going tit-tat, you know?
I have got to put this on.
Well, wow.
It's a wow, man. No. This is the best day of my life.
No,
He'll get after you now.
you got some hook on him.
I know.
So them, the sloths, and giant anteaters are actually all in the family of Zathorans. So they have like the same kind of claws and they can all curl up on their spines by themselves.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
about to say, there was an animal that he kind of looks like. I think it's an anteater.
So if you grab him and turn him upside down, he goes into a ball.
Oh yeah, even on his side, like he'll go right away. It's kind of surprising that he's staying out like that right now. And it's perfect. Like his head covers, his ears tuck in, and then that tail comes up right beside his head. He's like, I'm not feeling it right now.
You got too much energy.
Yeah,
Oh,
You got the zoomies.
he's a boy.
definitely.
Sorry, I wasn't sure how to say that.
No, it's funny. Sometimes we get some old ladies that come in and they say some hilarious stuff because they have no filter.
No, what's woke? I've never heard of that. So, they never get like toenail trims?
No, they just wear down from being on the ground. And the reason all of the bark is like real live trees versus fake stuff is so they'll wear down their claws. Because we would have to use like a Dremel on theirs because it really is like their fingers. That's the reason they've tried to stop saying claws, because those are their fingers that are going inside that.
Yeah.
So if you just clipped them, it'd be worse
Like
than
they have feeling.
yeah, like if
It's
you
not
you know like a
that.
dog, if you trim them too far back and it goes in the quick,
Yeah.
it'd be even worse on the sloth.
Yeah, okay. They have like feeling all the way to the end.
Yeah, and you can see that monkey paw, like the palm of it is just like a monkey paw, and that's how they grip. So it's like the best like vice grip / crescent wrench in the world, because it's so adjustable, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I think they really like the smell of this.
The coconut.
Yeah.
Like he's just trying to
I
find
mean,
somewhere to scurry
I don't know if he
into.
likes it or if he's trying to scratch it off of me, but
What was that thing in that cage out there? That little cage?
Like standing up, the big cage,
Yeah.
a chinchilla. If it was the one between the two doors that's kind
Yeah.
of tall,
The
yeah.
little kangaroos are hanging out.
Mm-hmm, chinchilla.
chinchilla.
Looks like a.
Looks
I
like,
don't know. It looks like a chinchilla.
looks like a big furry rat,
Yeah.
but they have super,
Is it-
super soft fur.
Kind of like a.
Hamster.
Yeah. A big hamster.
What's the thing over there? It's in Lion King. Is it Lion?
What, camel?
Why is this word not sounding right? Lion King? Lion King? It's the Lion King, right?
What are you
Okay,
talking
anyways.
about?
It's the little monkey looking.
The Quadamundi,
Maybe that's
that's
it.
behind
It's
the
black
kangaroos.
and, like red, brown.
Mm-hmm, a Quadamundi. It's like a Central or South American raccoon.
Quadamundi.
But they're they want to get into everything. So if they were just running around, they'll like try to get in your pockets, and then if you try to stop them, then it's going to be an issue. So that's the reason they don't just roam around. They have to be like on leashes and stuff.
I mean, you and your cute little ears are a hoot.
I feel like that would be pretty easy to take care of.
This one,
Oh, yeah.
I put
Yeah.
him down for 3 seconds and he's off in the brain.
We don't let him go in the house.
that one, easy to take care of. You know exactly where she's at. She's sleeping.
I would melt though if I had to have my house this warm.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
75 to 80. Yuck.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's fine for outside, but
But you thinking that you want to take care of this one
I was thinking we could go house. They
Explains.
can go 30 miles an hour.
explains why you would want to date me.
How's that little thing shoot across the
We're
yard?
about the same.
They can jump 6
Getting
feet.
into everything. Super athletic.
I don't know about that.
Curious George. ADHD.
so what else y'all gonna get into while you're up this way?
Lots of food. Lots of.
Haven't quite figured that part out just yet. So we can run into
Are you heading towards Nashville or Knoxville?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Don't know about Broadway yet. Haven't decided.
That's a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
I went to Tyler Childers' concert up there, and I was like, this is a lot of people.
Yeah. And we're getting older, you know. Not in college anymore.
There's a decent place to eat in Cleveland called Inman Grill, and they have like mussels and oysters and then everything else, but it's actually good food.
Yeah.
A lot of the other places in Cleveland, you're like, well. And then if you're leaving Nashville, heading back towards Chattanooga, there's a place called Top of the Rock, and it sits out and it overlooks like the Tennessee River, and it's inside a community, but you can eat at the restaurant. But you guys would love it. It's not crazy expensive. It's like Applebee's price. Top of the Rock, and it's inside this awesome community, but you can sit right there and look out over the river.
You're trying to dig a hole.
I think.
That's the reason he has like all this dirt, and so we hide bugs in here, and even in that, like, you know, like the dog's Kong toy, and so then that way he has something to dig and do, because that's what they like to do, is try to hunt the food down.
So do they live in here together?
Mm-hmm.
Do they ever hang out?
She'll never answer a text. She always just leaves them on unread, you know? It's that
Leaves
kind of,
voicemails?
yeah. No, but they seriously would be like in the same area in Brazil, and so that's the reason they have the same environment.
But she won't ever like get on the ground or
No, the only time they're ever going to be on the ground is when they come down and do like the little potty dance, or if they fell out of a tree, or if they were trying to like cross a road or something, which she's obviously not doing that in here.
And he's probably not great at climbing trees,
They like
I'd say.
fall over the top of trees and die.
They don't die. So they actually have 46 ribs. They're 2 sets of 23. And their internal organs are attached to the ribs with like a connective tissue. So, like a lot of times when we get in a car wreck, the reason we die is like when our organs hit.
Yeah.
So for them, when they fall out of the trees, when they hit, they don't get that secondary impact. And so they'll survive a fall of like 80 to 100 feet. And then like the big cat that was trying to chase them, it's gonna fall and it'll actually die. But because they have all the ribs and all the structure, they'll live.
That's so cool. They move so slow, I feel like it would be, what you call it? Like they would be kind of fragile.
Somebody asked one
This is
today.
the best job. This
It
the best
is,
job
but
ever.
this is not all we do.
Yeah, I do know that.
I love it. Yeah,
I
oh
work
yeah.
at a vet clinic, which it's not the same at all, but,
Oh,
and I
but
used
still.
to work on the beach, and people would say, oh, you have the best job ever. I'd say, actually, this job sucks. But, like,
Yeah, I think it would be the best
So-
thing. I used to work in the school cafeteria for 13 years, but I
So this is
absolutely
so much more
loved
fun.
it. This is more fun and it's more peaceful, but I loved it just because I love interacting with children.
yeah,
So that was good for me. I'm a people person, so.
I know how that is.
And I know kids just need a smiling face every now and then to see, so I love this whole
Aw,
system.
that's so sweet.
I loved it. John and them actually begged me to come work for them.
Really?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been
Well.
good.
When I get tired of where I'm at,
You can come on down here.
he don't have to beg me. I'll just,
Well, I just, at the time, couldn't go through
oh, yeah.
change.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, I'm the one that carries insurance for my family. So it's just a lot of things
Oh,
to
yeah.
factor in.
We could be co-workers. We could be pals.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, practically
next-
live here.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Put my 2 weeks in, actually, when I go home.
Not before we
Oh,
go
we need
see
a
the alligators.
Oh, okay. Can we make that, move the season up?
Make it happen.
He's crazy. This one
Yeah,
right
he is.
here is.
I had to get Fallon to come get him earlier. He was eating my toes.
Whoa,
You gotta go further in there, Zozo.
you got a big old mouth.
So how many are you allowed to catch in a season, or is it like different weights?
Oh, it depends on how many tags you buy.
Oh, okay.
Purchase. So there's actually,
She is
we
gorgeous.
leased a lot
She
of
loves,
land,
like,
hunting
fresh
land down
food.
there in the marsh,
Look at that.
and it's from a
We're
bird
just
company.
started to introduce her
And
to the
they
sticks and
get
stuff like
so
that,
many
like we
tags
do
a
flash.
year.
Right.
They get 1,000 tags.
So she's
And
typically
if
is
you're one
majorities to
of
the
the
rice.
leaseholders, they actually offer to give you the tags to
Oh my
have.
gosh, she's so
You still have to
Well,
pay
she
for
hasn't
them on
learned
the
to take a
way.
Right.
stick and eat it yet, so that's why we
That's how
break
we
it
end
up.
up getting so many tags.
Okay.
That's how you end up
Like,
getting hundreds of tags.
Flash
Right.
took a
Every time you
stick,
go over.
which Flash will take a long stick, but.
Because they kind of
So
want
right
to
now she's just-
She'd
hold
rather
the
just
population a
chew
little
on
bit,
it.
right? Like it's
They do, but they're doing a terrible job of like maintenance or maintaining that because the alligator hide market has swapped from wild caught alligators to farm raised. So you know how you have like chicken houses?
yeah,
They have alligator houses.
Right.
Same concept
Sassy
there.
too.
And they have
And you're smelly.
perfect hides in there. They don't have
There you
to
go.
fight in the wild or anything. But for however many
He's a hoot. What's
Um,
his
hens
name?
they have, they've got to release
That
2 or
short
something
block
like
you
that.
gone, he's
So
a
they take
mess.
those alligators and they tag them. They
They
tag
have
them in a
ankle
web
socks
between
on,
their
he'll
toes.
dig at
Yeah.
your ankle
They'll
trying
put
to
a
get the
notch
sock.
out on the back of their tail,
He is a
and
digging
it's
little
released into
thing.
the
Yeah,
wild.
he is.
So it's not uncommon for you to catch one that's farm released and they'll have a tag. And
why do they have to release them? Farm release.
Because that's how you keep the wild population there. Because they don't
Down
want to make
to
the wild
Alpha,
population
fine.
extinct.
But he gets up in the
Oh.
camera.
So all of them are
And we
taken
have
in
to
the
dig
wild.
around.
So during alligator season, kind of late alligator season, you'll see like an ultralight plane flying through the marsh, and they'll have a bunch of cane poles
You're a
with
mess.
tags hanging off of them, or like ribbon.
Yeah,
And he's flying the marsh, looking into the actual marsh,
Yeah.
because gator fish the channels, but
You eat
looking
your
in the marsh,
breakfast
he's
over there,
looking for
buddy?
alligator eggs, nests.
What does he eat?
And they'll throw
Wet cat food.
a stake out there and they'll stick up the ribbon on it, marking that nest, and mark on GPS. There's a guy running around in an airboat or a
Right.
mud boat going and getting the eggs out of the nest.
that's crazy.
Then
So
raise the eggs, sell the eggs. Eggs go for about $25 a piece, give or take. And they hatch them and then they put those inside of a house.
I didn't know if they were raising so many in that house, if they would be introducing so many more, but I guess not.
Well, what's crazy is they actually don't, like the ones that are farm raised have a very short lifespan
Yeah,
of a total of about 30 minutes in the marsh when they release them.
it's because they have no clue.
They don't know, and all the big alligators
Just
sit
eat
So
them.
the
there
other day I
and eat them.
took our koala
Like
bear
a
to the
13
vet.
footer, we didn't clean them, we don't clean them, we
Is
sell them
that-
directly. But I guarantee you, if you were to cut them
So,
open and then clean them, you
Do-
look
are
in the
there only
stomach,
like
it'd be full
specific
of those
vets
little
around
toe
here? Or y'all
tags.
just go to the same
Just
one?
from sitting there.
We do.
That's
So
crazy.
He used to come out to
'Cause
us
when they
all
release
the
them, they're
time,
only
and he was a
popping all
local. But then he moved to Sweetwater, and.
Yeah, they're like, here
runs
comes
his own
brunch.
business
Oh, yeah.
there.
And they go to
Travels
town.
to farms.
Kind of sad,
But
but
typically he comes out here.
But
that
even-
day
Part of the
he was in
food
office,
chain.
so I had to
Even
take him to
before I
Sweetwater,
thought
which is
about
an
that
hour
part, I was
away.
like,
Yeah.
that can't
So
work.
the
Just
people on the
letting, I
X-ray
mean, like,
machine
if we
and
let
stuff,
Zoe
it's
out,
hands.
it'd be like,
Yeah.
she'd be
Yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
exactly.
And the ladies in there were like, what is this?
It sounds like some
It's
bureaucrat
not
thinking of
something
some
you just-
idea that
should
doesn't
know.
really work.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
oh, it
like,
is.
I mean, if someone walked in the vet clinic, like,
Yeah, so John Higdon has had to learn, we'll call him and he'll be like, what animal did you get now? So he has learned and done his research to work on our animals. He's your typical dog, cat, cattle.
I could tell my mom to get on live, and she can see us.
You can text her. I'm gonna turn it off here in a minute, so if she wants to watch, text her.
That lady that I had in here works for a school system in Knoxville.
Oh,
And
nice.
she said all of them had her on live watching.
Good.
She's probably not even.
She's not gonna answer you because you came without her and she came without you.
Right?
Also, your mom has been here before.
This is Sloth Gate. Whenever we were in a fight. It's not going through, so.
Oh, wow, that's
You'll
fun.
just see it on pictures.
When did she come?
A few months ago,
She said maybe around December.
yeah.
So I was trying to
We
think.
need to find a pic so I can be like, oh, I remember her.
Here, I'll show y'all a picture. of
There
it.
was one lady who was like, my daughter would love this, but she didn't get to come. And
I'll
I'm,
say that.
I bet it was her.
but did she have dark hair like you?
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, it's not as dark as mine. She has brown hair, but she gets it dyed.
You don't have to be calling her out on the, on the lives.
Okay.
She gets highlights, guys. Wait, where's my
What is
people?
it, Baku? Yeah, don't you love the new update? You can't find anything you,
I don't
Knew where it
even
was.
know how to work this. Like, where's the people section? Oh.
All right.